What's up, you guys? Newbie Time here with It's Newbie Time Podcast. Go ahead, check me out on patreon.com at It's Newbie Time. Also at Twitter at Addison_Huggins. And also, if you're on Twitter checking out this video, I'm sure you already know my my YouTube. So go ahead and just click that like, comment, fucking subscribe button. I have not had anybody do that. And fuck it, right? I really don't give a shit. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice to be able to eventually one day get up to, I'm gonna start out with 20 subscribers. I'm gonna try to get to 20 subscribers, and then we'll try to do 30, 40, 50, and then by then, and fuck, if I can get 50, I can get 50,000. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully be able to quit the old job site. Not really. I would still keep my job. There's no fucking way I'd quit doing this. I enjoy what I do for a living, and it's really fun. What we're going to talk about today is the journey that was March 28th of 2017. I almost said 18 there for a second, but I kind of forgot the time zone. Obviously, I said that because I said 2008. I was about to say 2018 because I said March 28th. And I know nobody else thinks that means much of anything, but in this old noggin, it means a lot. So basically what I was unfortunately, I had to miss work. I didn't have to miss work. I'm at work right now. I had to miss SmackDown, so I really wasn't able to get a good. I had no idea what happened to SmackDown. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I have no fucking clue. And maybe I'll look up the results after this, how they set up for WrestleMania. There are a couple things that I would like to see them do for WrestleMania. Obviously, the ramp. I don't know, man. Undertaker takes him fucking 20 minutes to get to the ring on a regular Raw show. With him being, I bet, they're starting that ramp from the fucking stands, like on the, it's crazy. Like, why would they even do that? I don't understand it. But it's going to take them a long time. I wonder if it's going to be like that one WrestleMania where they had those people, like, on the carts, or when they had the people holding them up. Probably not these days. I would assume that the wrestlers are probably just too fucking heavy nowadays to do that. That's what I would assume. I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out. Let's go ahead and look at the recaps for SmackDown. This is one thing I'm going to talk about, and then we'll jump into some other topics. But I wanted to go ahead and knock out SmackDown because this is the day before it is the last show before WrestleMania. Fucking NXT is going to pump the house down. I can't wait to watch that. I really hope we get some good surprises. Hopefully, maybe we get some new faces in. But even if we don't, man, the NXT always cracks the house down. The NXT crowd is fucking unbelievable. And plus, they're in Florida, which is where NXT and FCW and all that shit had originated. So I'm expecting good things out of that. Now, let's go ahead. Okay. Basically, I'm reading off of someone else's thing here. Let me give credit to where credit's due. Cage Side Seats. So Cage Side Seats is a very good company. Really good Twitter. Fucking, they always have like up-to-date information on any of your wrestling needs. So basically, they branded that the blue brand hits a home run with its WrestleMania Go Home show. So. All right, so I'm just trying to see what the fuck's going on here. All right, so I'm guessing that there was a lot of promos. There was a lot of setups. There was a lot of setups going on. There's a lot of shit. Now, basically, me reading that, I couldn't really follow it in a way that I needed to give a good outline of the show. I'm trying to fucking find, like, what happened. Okay. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles contract signing. Pretty much probably, I'm not even going to read this because I basically can already tell you probably what happened at this fucking contract signing, which is, let's see. They came face to face, first time since last week's show, which really wasn't that long ago. Let's get real. When, Shane McMahon jumped that fucking elbow on AJ Styles, jumping off the top rope, which is insane. The fact that he can still do that. The rivals shared a tense stare down before the segment ended with Styles resisting a handshake offer by his superior. Styles reminded his boss that Sunday's matches are not gimmick match. There are no ladders or chairs or tables. There are countouts and disqualifications. It is a basic wrestling match, and in that setting, Styles is untouchable. I'm also looking at Bleacher Report right now. Unfortunately, on the Cage Side seats, I was unable to get a real clear breakdown of the show on such a fast notice. I said it was an A, I didn't get to watch it, unfortunately. I'm going to try to go back and watch a couple podcasts. I try to catch Wrestling Inc.'s podcast, and I also try to catch Fightful's podcast. I like both. I have to say I like Wrestling Inc.'s better. I do think that Sean Ross Sapp, though, for Fightful is definitely more energetic and more entertaining. The Fightful MMA podcast, I can't say anything about that positive, so I'm not going to say anything at all. And Mickie James and Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss and Carmella. Now, I did read something on Twitter about this that said kind of like basically that the entire fucking division had cracked off or some bullshit. And they were all like battle royal, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I'm just not really into those matches. And it has nothing to do with them being female or something else. It's just their storylines are so garbage ass. There are a lot of these dudes I don't give a fuck about either. So it ain't nothing to do with like men or women. It's just they need to give them a lot more. I mean, these women are talented, man. They really are. They're really talented. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this breakdown. This entire ordeal was a perfect representation of the SmackDown Women's division as a whole in the lead up to WrestleMania. It was messy, disjointed, and felt thrown together rather than expertly laid out to create genuine excitement for Sunday's match. Naomi's return was nice and allows the hardworking performer the opportunity for a WrestleMania moment in her hometown of Orlando. Unfortunately, it will come as a part of the kickoff show rather than the main broadcast, a major disappointment, taking into account how significant the division has become to the Blue Brand. So basically, it's going to be on the tip-off show, the pre-show, which is where we kind of always thought it was. So I'm basically thinking that the Cruiserweight title, fucking women's title, and Under the Battle are all going to be on the pre-show. I don't know about anything else. Probably the tag titles for Raw. It's just so crazy to me. They just look at SmackDown as a big old shit stain in your fucking underwear. Another lost episode of Total Bellas and John Cena responds. John Cena and The Miz have been doing a fucking incredible time in this promo game. Now, I think the best heel in the business right now is The Miz. I think he's absolutely spectacular on the mic. I think he's really good in the ring. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He's really good. I think that they need to allow The Miz and Maurice to win, to give them that extra boost into the next venture for him. I think he needs to go for the world title personally, but we'll see where everything goes. We really don't know. John Cena and Nikki Bella interrupted the proceedings, responding to the weeks of humiliation at the hands of the former Intercontinental Champion and his wife. Cena, in fashion, unloaded on Miz with a promo that was part shoot, part story, but 100% intense. Told his longtime rival to ball up his fist and take a shot, but no, if he does, Cena will swing right back. The franchise star announced the idea of Mars stepping in front of her man because Bella would slap the Botox out of her cheeks. Yeet. The franchise star denounced the idea of Maurice stepping in front. Okay, the babyface essentially challenged the heels to step up or step off. Miz and Maurice chose the latter. Retreating, Bella added in a few insults of her own before engaging her boo in a kiss to close out the segment. Alright, A+ on that is what they gave it. And sucking bitch. Okay, and a 10-man tag title match. So basically, when they do these 10 tag matches, they're fucking just trying to blow smoke up your ass, basically. But more like they're also trying to. They ain't got nothing else to fucking do instead of just throwing these assholes out there. The muddled mid-card SmackDown Live was on full display Tuesday. See, like what I'm saying is pretty much everyone that doesn't have a storyline or everyone who does not have a point in the show gets the absolute asshole rape on this. Breeze arguably the most underrated star on the entire roster fell at the hands of a running punch courtesy of Rawley, who scored the pinfall victory. So basically, they're giving Mojo Rawley the fucking push right now. If I had to bet who's gonna win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, it's either gonna be Braun Strowman, Big Show, or Mojo. So we'll just have to wait and see for Sunday. You know, we'll just have to wait and see what the deal is on that. You know, they're ready to see. You know, fucking American Alphas. Ever since they lost the tag titles, they went real down the shit cellar. Oh, never mind. American Alpha, Mojo Rawley, Heath Slater, and Rhino defeated Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, and the Usos. So now the Usos have the title. They're going to lose every fucking match. Luke Harper versus Bray Wyatt. Luke Harper proved to be a tough challenge for WWE Champion Bray Wyatt in the final days before the enigmatic title holder's epic encounter with Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And unfortunately, there just hasn't been a very good push for this. I just don't know if people just don't give a fuck about it or if they just haven't pushed it well. My thoughts is probably people just don't really want to see this match. They want to see Bray Wyatt like wrestle someone else. Randy Orton's been up there so many times. You know, Randy Orton has been the fucking spotlight a lot of times, and he kind of just half-asses it, in my opinion. But whatever. I mean, he's a great wrestler, whatever. I get tired of hearing that bullshit fucking vintage Orton thing from Michael Cole, but you know, whatever. After the match, Randy Orton appeared on the video screen. He was holding a steak that Wyatt had in his possession last week and was knelt over the charter remains of the Wyatt family compound. He stabbed it in the ground, presumably into the remains of Sister Abigail, and reiterated that he was coming for Wyatt's Sunday WrestleMania. So I don't think Wyatt's gonna lose his title. I really don't. I don't think Wyatt's gonna lose the title. Basically, no one gives a fuck about this match, and you know it's sad, man, because I mean Bray Wyatt is a fucking phenomenal promo guy. He's great in the ring. He's doing good things right now, and I really just wish that they would, you know, do more with him. You know, in a uniform. I wish they just do more with him, but you know, maybe with time, maybe they'll hook up him and Bo Dallas. That's the only thing I can think of. And you know, their manager can be IRS. But you know, who knows? So you know, WrestleMania is this Sunday. Anybody believe that? Man, I'm trying to figure out what, you know. I don't even know what the card is for the NXT show. I know that this entire week is fucking insane when it comes to WrestleMania week, especially in Orlando, Florida. Good weather, good time. A lot of fucking DWIs, a lot of wrecks, and a lot of fucking crazy assholes are going to be out there having a good time. So what I have to say to you guys is be careful. Try not to drink too much. And if you do, fucking don't drive, because DUIs are not the way to go. Mothers Against Drunk Drivers probably doesn't need to be your fucking 10-year plan. Okay, so just saying that before we go ahead and move on to our next thing. But I am going to go ahead and look into this. I'm going to go ahead and look into this NXT card. NXT WrestleMania show. Okay. All right, so let's see what the fucking, oh God bless. NXT card. All right. Looking for the card, guys, and I do apologize for the dead air. All right. NXT TakeOver Orlando card. This is what it's supposed to be, but you know, you can end up like Sheamus and have a fucking gash in your head from taking a ladder shot. But supposedly he's going to be at the show, so we'll just have to wait and see about that. I would assume that he has a fucking concussion from hell, but you never know. Let's see. Nakamura might not be long for may not be long for NXT with the main roster call-up coming sooner than later. The question is whether it happens after WrestleMania 33 or perhaps SummerSlam. I think it'll happen on Monday Night Raw, the day after WrestleMania. Personally, I think Nakamura will come after that. I think it'll be him, and I think it'll also be Finn Balor. But we could wait and see. He might be. I mean, you can't just bring Shinsuke Nakamura onto the WrestleMania locker room roster and not have him dominate any kind of fucking match, or at least let him get involved. Now, he might get involved with the WWE title, for the Universal title, but I really fucking doubt that. Asuka's run has been tremendous and impressive, but Moon has been built up as her higher apparent. Is this when the Empress of Tomorrow's Reign comes to an end? So, are they about to bring her up as well? They're going to bring Asuka up as well? I mean, that's a lot of moves. So, basically, our matches are Aleister Black, man, I cannot fucking wait for him. On Cien Almas versus Aleister Black, the Authors of Pain versus DIY and the Revival, triple threat tag team match will fucking take the show. That will be the best show. That will be the best episode or the best match of the night. There's only four matches on this card. They're each going to have at least 30 minutes. It's going to be incredible. Oscar versus Ember Moon, and Bobby Roode versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the fucking title. We're talking major leagues here, guys. We're talking major leagues. If Shinsuke loses, we know that he will be called up to the main roster. Kind of like Samoa Joe, which they have put him into a good thing. I wish they do a little bit more with him, but hopefully after WrestleMania, they will put him into that slot. We'll just have to wait and see. And now that we're done with the wrestling semantics, let's go ahead and talk about the day that was. I like to think of myself as like a vast thinker, a vast person who enjoys listening to people, dissecting people, and doing things like that. And I was able to do that today. I go to these, like I said yesterday in my podcast, I go to these group meetings. I really like to engage with others and kind of get people's points of view. And I go to these group meetings and things like that. Like I said before, I do have some mental health things going on. So I try to go to like group therapy sessions and stuff. It's not drug addiction, it's not alcohol addiction or anything like that. It's more like just like a counseling thing, but with groups. And just listening to some people talk and their fucking mind frame and their thought process behind a lot of things is just really interesting to me. I'll say interesting in the fact that it just doesn't make sense to me, but to each his own, I guess. I'll basically put it out here like this. There's this one guy, and we'll just call him Roger Podacter. How about that? We'll call him Roger Podacter. Well, Roger Podacter has this issue where he thinks that he doesn't need to do certain things. Like he has a drug problem. So he's got a drug problem, and he doesn't think that he needs to go to NA meetings 4 times a week because he thinks there's a certain thing called over treatment. That's how I put it. That's exactly the word used, I think. Because this could be detrimental to my recovery. But basically, in my view, this dude is shoveling shit and trying to get over on these people. And what he doesn't seem to realize is that's not going to really work. Like, these people are not fucking stupid. They're not going to allow someone that has a drug charge. And we're not talking about like some just drug charge. We're talking about this dude who got busted with 5 grams of some undesirables. So, he's not, which the whole, you like my unicorn head? Oh, which is, it's not funny. The part that really cracks me up is the fact that he blames someone else for this mistake. Like he blames the police officer that pulled him over and says that he planted the drugs on him. I call it complete and fucking utter horseshit on that. The dude needs to take responsibility and go ahead and just accept that he did wrong, and he needs to go ahead and accept that and move forward. If he never does that, then how's he ever supposed to get on the other side of this? I don't understand. Of course, I'm not a drug addict, so I don't really understand that. I don't have an alcohol problem. I don't have any of those things, so I don't really know. And the anger issues that I was suffering from, I have totally, I've taken care of those, with counseling and things like that. I've definitely been able to cope with these things. And, doing these podcasts, to be honest with you, I don't really like doing the podcast I don't like doing the podcast online, only because I don't like looking at the camera. It freaks me the fuck out. So, I'm just trying to, I'm actually doing a podcast, recording it, uploading it on Patreon, and also doing the YouTube video, and also the video up on Patreon as well. So hopefully, if y'all want to watch it, y'all can. I fucking hate talking on the camera. I'm usually all over the place and fucking shit, but whatever. Yeah, but I saw it. I had that, and then this other guy. His name is we'll just say his name's Scott Norton. Old wrestler, but really his name's Scott Norton. I just don't want to make anyone, I just don't want to call out the innocent names and that's not my purpose here. My purpose is more like to allow these people, to allow you to hear what real people are going through, or what, how fucked up people are. This guy, he went for the last 16 years, and I think like 10 years of it he was married or something. I'm not real sure. I don't really know the semantics of it. Basically, he got a call from a girl he hooked up with back in the fucking day. She told him that he had, basically she was asking for $6,500 right off the cuff. He was like, no. Well, comes to find out, she tells him that she has a kid. The kid's 16 years old and she needs help paying this vehicle. Well, he's in a rock and a hard place. He's already got 2 kids. He's got 2 kids with his wife. He's got 2 kids with his wife. He's also got, he's got life at home. So when this information hit this dude, he was like, what am I supposed to do? And he was talking to the lady, kind of behind his wife's back. He didn't want her to know. He felt pressured. He felt nervous. He felt all these things. And he was talking to the counselor individually, trying to get these thoughts and feelings done, where he was trying to get an answer and trying to really figure out what he needed to do, what steps he needed to take. And I really commend him for that, because, me myself, I know how I would have handled it, but, for him to be able to do that as a type A type of person, that was really a good step. Now, this guy, I don't really know what his move is. In the end, he could tell me one thing and he could do something completely different. He shared in group today what he was wanting to wait until she turned 18 so she could not get him for child support, because he feels like they're trying to make him out to be a wallop, which he doesn't like. I understand that point of it, and I also understand the point where, there's not much of a relationship there. He's never really known her. And then there's the part where he wants to be the dad. He wants to get this DNA test and do what's right and be the father for this kid. So there's 3 different emotions going on in this, and he told me that, he sat his wife down and he told his wife, and his wife really took it hard, She kind of felt betrayed, which she pretty much was. I mean, they weren't married or anything, and they didn't even know each other when, this happened, when this kid's supposed to be happening. Obviously, we don't know in the story. We don't know if A, this is this kid. B, if this is, gonna go anywhere, if it was just a money scheme or whatever it was. We don't know. We don't have a clue. We're not gonna find out probably. What we do know is he did sit her down. He did give her some very hard news. I mean, let's get real here. That's some fucking difficult news. It would be hard for anyone to accept that and process that. And I did ask him. I said, in your mind, because I know what kind of guy this guy is, and I know how people are when they give people bad news. I said, in your mind, did you just hope that she would take it, accept it, and move on? Did you ever really sympathize with her or put yourself in her position, or, emotionally be there for her as you were telling her that you might have another kid with another woman and you never knew about it? And, I try to put myself in another person's shoes when that happened. I know that if that happened to me, I'd be pretty distraught over it. He tried to use the excuse that, she had a kid before him. I said, yeah, but you knew about this. Like, you went into it knowing this. She's just now hearing about this after fucking like 10 years of marriage. So it's not really fair to her that you just want to tell her that and then boom, back it off and not own it and take responsibility for this and say, you know what, I do apologize and we'll try to work this out whatever way that happens. I think you need to join your wife in compassion and conversation and communication, and you just sit and y'all both as a group decide what you want to do, because this affects her as much as it affects you. And that was the message I was trying to convey to him today, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. I really think that he's coming a long way. I think he's coming a long way, and I'm going to try to while I was going in there, I went to talk to a counselor as well, and she told me that I missed my calling, that I should have been like a counselor or something, which made me feel pretty cool, man. I've never heard anybody say that kind of shit before, So, I mean, it was really great, and like these little things, me talking to myself basically, because that's all I'm doing. They're really good for me too. Even if nobody watches or nobody listens, it's a way for me to get out all the stuff from the day. And if somebody listens and they fucking, have a positive experience from it, then that's really all I give a fuck about. I know that I'm not orthodox when it comes to certain things, but I don't want to be that orthodox person. I want to be outside the lines, different. And I would like to, maybe study psychology or something. I am going to be going back to school soon, and I really want to try to give back and help people, especially after this experience that I've had and listening to people, and also sharing my feelings of emotion and things like that, and really taking in and giving back and seeing where it goes. I do hope that, in time that reality, that dream does come to reality. But, I will give y'all more of an updated information about this gentleman and the other gentleman. The first gentleman I was talking about, I really don't give six shits, to be honest with you. He's kind of a dick. He's kind of tool bag. And I'm just really not crazy about him at all. I think he's always trying to play the system, and I think he's always trying to, calling his way out of shit, personally. So, when you have a person like that, it's kind of like give and take, and fucking take it as it is. But this other guy, Scott Norton, he's a good guy, and I really see good things for him, and I really hope the best for him. But that's all I really have for today. I'm going to go ahead and get off here now, and I hope you have a great rest of y'all's night. And that was the day that was March 28th. You have a great night. Newbie Time out.